we are doing a specific thing today, and I have it written down here. How to love your voice, how to fall in love with your voice, 3 easy steps. And this is not going to be merely a discussion, although we're definitely going to be discussing lots of things. I'm going to be monitoring questions, and then at the end, I'm going to take a specific Q&A. But we're going to be talking specifically about one of the main barriers that people run into whether you're enrolled in my course, whether you have been following me on YouTube. There's just all sorts of things that can get in the way. And one of the main things is we compare ourselves to other vocalists. We hear someone else sing, we listen to recordings of people all the time, and we get in this mindset that our voice isn't good enough. And we start looking at all the things that we do with our voices, and we're down on our voice. Oh, I don't like the way I do this. I don't have a big enough range. I'm not good enough in this area. I can't access my mix. I can't scream. I can't. And I released a video last week called Stop Hating on Your Voice, and it created some really good discussion. And I thought we'd take that a step further. That video was talking about naming one thing that you like about your voice. Well, I want to help you in this hour discover how to not only not hate your voice, but develop things in your voice that you like. And so the first thing I want to say is this. A lot of us have trouble with our voices because we sing along with other songs that are maybe out of our range. Maybe we love these songs, but we're singing along to a song with a vocalist that we really like. And that is causing us to constantly live in this area of comparison. So what I'm going to do this hour is I'm going to demonstrate over a backing track that I have not sung over. I have not written anything over. I did not make this backing track. This is something I found on the stock backing track section of Logic, and it's just there. I'm going to sing. I'm going to reflect on my own voice. I'm going to talk about how to pick out things from your voice that you like with a completely blank slate in front of you. So in other words, I'm not trying to learn a song. I'm actually trying to create something. I'm going to be singing, and then I'm going to be reflecting on my own voice. And what you want to take away from this is if you can write or perform or do something with your voice over a blank slate sort of context, there's no expectations. There's no expectations for your voice. You don't have to sound like this person. You don't have to sing certain notes. You don't have to utilize certain techniques. You can be free with your ideas and let what comes out come out and just see what happens. This is the main thing and the first step that I want to talk about when we are learning to fall in love with our voice. It's about letting it be what it is and then going for it and not judging, oh, this is good or bad, but looking at your voice with optimism. Now, before I go on here, I want to, here, it's 4 a.m. I just want to check in with everybody, see where everybody's coming from. This is good stuff. You've always had people tell you not to sing. Oh, they're full of it. Okay, so I also want to say this. A lot of the things that I'm going to be doing during this event are, there are things that I cover in my course. There are things that I've covered on YouTube. And there are things that I do regularly. And I'm not going to be going through like how to find your mixed voice. I'm not going to be going through how to scream in particular. You'll get some osmosis of that as I'm going through this stuff, this content on this event. But this event is really about helping you guys get over that barrier of, man, I can't seem to do whatever. well, stop working on what you can't do and let your voice be free. So, and then at the end, we're going to do some live Q&A. So Sweden, California, Italy. Awesome. Yeah, we'll do Q&A at the end. Mexico, all over the world. This is so awesome. From my piddly home studio, we've got people all over the world. This is so great. Okay. So here is the context that I'm going to be musing over and getting into the vibe with my own voice. Oh, and before I forget, if you haven't joined any of my courses, Discover Your Voice or Mixed Voice, Method in Madness, Energy and Agility Practice Plan, Ultimate Ear, Recording Course, if you haven't joined any of those, during this event, if you follow the code or the link below, www.mymusicalvoice.com, and enter the code LIVE10, you can get 10% off of any course while this event is going on. Just, no obligation at all, but I thought you might like that. And the reason I'm doing that is because last time I did an event, people were asking for it and I didn't do it. So here is the track. And again, I haven't written anything over this track. Straight from Logic. And then it's got this B section here. Okay, so what most people will do in a situation like this, like my assignment is to sing over this. And a lot of people will start, well, I don't know what to sing. I'm afraid of sounding dumb. Now let me get this out of the way. I am not afraid of sounding dumb. I will never be afraid of that. And that is the second hurdle. The first hurdle to not loving your voice and to being able to love your voice is being enslaved to other people's styles, as opposed to having influences and then letting those be infused in your own voice and then going for it. That's the first one, being enslaved to other people's styles. The second one, and this is the one I'm going to spend a lot of time demonstrating, the second one is this. We get into a situation where we need to sing and we seize up because we are afraid of making sounds that aren't good, but we don't, and because we don't make those sounds to begin with, we don't look optimistically at what sounds we're making, and then we don't let them develop. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start making dumb sounds over this. I'm going to start mumbling. I'm going to start doing silly things over this, having zero plan, and then I'm going to look optimistically at what happens. And I'm going to create stuff that I think at the very end of this time is going to sound pretty cool. So that's going to involve me eventually coming up with words as I mumble a little bit. It's eventually going to mean I'm going to come up with a melody that suits my voice, that's in my range over this track, that is, and I know my voice well enough to be able to make this happen in a way that is going to play to my strengths. And I'm going to get to know my voice even better during this drill. So, and I'm going to say this too. A lot of vocal coaches get online and they talk and talk and talk and talk. And they say, well, here's some steps to doing this. Here's some steps to doing that. You know, drink apple cider vinegar and tea and honey and your voice will be better or whatever. That's not the approach that I'm ever going to take on any of my live events. I want to show you how I have been able to get to the point where I'm able to do some of these things. And I'm not going to just talk. I want to show you. And so if you want someone to just talk and have a discussion with, yeah, we'll do that towards the end. But my hope is that by watching what I do during this event, you're going to be inspired to go try to do the same thing and discover some of the same things about your voice. That's the magic of this sort of setting. So here we go. I'm going to start mumbling. And I have this piece of paper here that is blank. and I'm going to maybe come up with some words, and I'm going to record myself too at the same time. So here we go. There's that line there. I've said over and over again. That note needs to be used somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Low. Okay, so there's some interesting rhythmic things going on here that I want to capitalize on. And I'm going to listen back just to the beginning because I don't remember what I was doing rhythmically there. There's that line there. I like how my voice is rhythmically going over there. That note needs to be used somewhere. It does. Sure. Okay. So in honor of this quarantine that we're all experiencing, or most of us are, I'm going to write a few lines about that. And this does not in any way represent how I feel about the quarantine or the people I feel like I'm experiencing my quarantine with, but it might apply to some of you. So maybe you can relate and get some solace from this. That B section, I'm going to start there. Let me be. We'll write that down. Maybe that'll be my hook for the B section. Never, ever, ever just let me be. Never, ever just let me be. Okay. Now, maybe be alone. I like that vowel. I like singing on that vowel. Oh, that's better than E. So we're going to do that because maybe some of us don't feel like we can be alone. Let's go over the beginning here again and see if there's a phrase that I can. I know this doesn't have to be. This isn't perfect, right? We're just. Oh. I said over and over again, I need my space. I said over and over again, I need my space. I said I need my space, but you get in my face. You still get in my face. Okay, these are dumb words. It doesn't matter. The reason that so I was listening to an interview of Chris Cornell, and I will. He has so much wisdom when it comes to singing and listening and all that stuff. And in one of the interviews, these two things stood out and are very applicable to what we're doing right now. He was asked, other than music, what is one of your main skills? And he said, he paused for a minute and he said, listening. And it was such a beautiful thing to say because when he records, he does a lot of what we're talking about in this. He will record something and he will then listen back and evaluate optimistically and then make it better. And I was reading this other article about how he tracked down on the upside, and it was piece by piece, very much like what I'm going to show you how I do today. And it's not just about getting a good recording. It's about learning what your voice is capable of and then pushing it in a healthy way. Now, I'll say this also about these words. Nothing to Say by Soundgarden, one of their earliest songs, is a song about having nothing to say. If you vocally are expressing yourself creatively and energetically and confidently, you can sing any words at all. And it just doesn't matter. You can sell, what's that line from Tommy Boy? You can sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves if you sell it with your voice. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time editing these words. I said I need my space, but you still get in my face. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. So I'm going to use these as a template, and then I'm going to start musing over this track. So here we go. Let's go here so you can actually see me. I need my space, but you still get in my face. I know I said that I need my space, but you still get in my face. Okay, well, there's some... Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen back, and I'm going to learn what I'm doing that I love, and I'm going to call it out, and what I'm doing that I don't want to do again. Okay? And you don't have to have an elaborate recording setup to do this, for sure. You can get away with a phone and a guitar. It really, I have this stuff going because it helps me communicate mainly to you guys. So here we go. You never, ever, ever. I'm going to start with the chorus here. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Yeah. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Yeah. Okay. I like, let's see here. I like, you never, ever, ever. I like that note because I'm able, it's middle and I can do some things with it. It's not too high. So I can dig into that note. You never, ever. And I'm going to focus on developing tone in that note. You never, ever, ever let me be alone. Never, 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 never. What works in this context? You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. That doesn't work so well. I don't think. Let me try just that section here. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Like Toad and the Wet Sprockets. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. That's not me. I sound too much like a worried ghost. Yeah. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Yeah. Okay. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Okay, now this is a huge, I want to call this out here, right here. You never, ever, ever just hear my voice? You never, ever. I was cracking there. It wasn't what I wanted it to be. But had I not been willing to let that happen, I wouldn't be on the journey to coming up with something better. Being able to put myself out there in front of, 300 or 400 people and screw up and not have something down right or well is the reason that I'm able to confidently come up with anything. Because the fear of failure has been removed, because I'm willing to do whatever with my voice and listen back to it objectively and then make improvements upon that, my barrier to success is very, very non-existent. Okay? So I think I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do for the B section for that. Now I want to go back to the A section where I said I need my space, but you still get in my face. And I'm gonna, and I might even do some of the O things as a transition between them. And this will help me maybe explore that middle range a bit more, and then it might open up something that I could try at the end that still will be uniquely me, but might separate it a bit more from the beginning. Turn the mic on. I said I need my okay. I want the rhythm to be different than the end. There's the intro, now we're here. I said I need my space. I said a million times that I need my space. So we'll do that. I need some more words in there. Yeah. I've said a million times I need my space, but somehow you still get in my face. Yeah. Okay, cool. I said a million times I need my space. Now, I am feeling this need to, and this is where you call on the tools that you have when you go to record or go to come up with any idea. I am not feeling like I want to be super calm, even though I'm going to be low right here. I want to be kind of up front and in it. So I'm going to use some compression, and I'm going to let my voice break up a little bit like this, even though I'm low, and then I'm going to carry that up high when I get to the section where I really am angsty. I'm communicating angst this whole time, so I want to sound like I'm angsty. If I go into this with I got to get the words, I got to get the notes. We don't care about notes. I don't even know what notes I'm singing. We care about attitude first. So I'm going to first just check in with comments and see how everybody's doing. And then I'm going to stand up and I'm going to muse over this for a while and see what happens. And that's going to bring us to our next point. Just saying hi here. Lots of comments. I'm looking forward to taking the questions at the end too. This is going to be cool. Better airflow management. Better airflow. Better airflow. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying the question or the channel. How shouty vocals with a weak voice? No, shout, but don't try to keep up with pitch. Lift something heavy. I talk about that a lot on the channel. Worried ghost. Okay, let me stand up, and I'm gonna go all over my range. I'm gonna experiment quite a bit. This, he asks, is this how I work on jingles? This is exactly how I do all my jingles. It's all a huge train wreck that I put back together. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to, this is going to be cool. We're going to give this a try. I've never done this live. We're going to go to my standing mic, and you're going to hear a little bit more noise. Yeah! And I've got my effects. I'll talk about my effects if you want to later. But I've got a little bit of delay, a little bit of reverb. Before I go to the track, I'm going to just get used to how this mic feels and the effects, and I'm just going to make some more noise. Can you see me okay? Yes, you can. I need my space, and the delay is providing my space. I need some reverb so that I can feel like I'm not in a closet, and it will help me sing so good. Being comfortable with the sound that's coming through your headphones is also huge when it comes to liking your voice. That might be distracting having that delay going on, so I'll try to sing more. Let's go low. I said 1,000,000 times that I need my space, but you still get in my face. Yeah, you never, ever, ever just let me be alone. That's sounding hooky already. Let's see what happens. I said 1,000,000 times that I need my space, but you still get in my face. Yeah, you still get in my face. I never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Yeah! Let's try it again. And then I'm going to listen to myself and listen back and react to my own voice. That's another thing. Spend way more time reacting to your own voice than you spend reacting to other people's voices. Here's the intro. I said 1,000,000 times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Yeah. Let's listen. Here we go. Here's the intro. I said 1,000,000 times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Okay, I think there's some real potential here. I don't like the verse. I want to go do the verse again. No, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. I think I like the chorus. I like the worried feel I have here. No, never, ever, ever. I said I never, but I don't know that I care. No. I think that ending's. I'm not that happy with how I got into that scream at the end. But it could be good. Maybe if I. Now here's the thing, and this is what a lot of people do when they are going into a recording thing, particularly with your voice. But this works live too. So I'm not that happy with that. But I'll bet if I doubled that, that brokenness that I had at the beginning and then the smoothness, I bet it would come together in a really, really neat sound. So I'm going to try doubling that in a little bit here. And I said a million times that I need my... Let's see. Everybody still interested? Everybody still good? Looks like we're losing. You like the verse better than the end. The ending feels a little weak. Oh, this is good. Okay. Yeah, Sam Carter scream. Cool. Yeah, everybody's still enjoying this? I don't want to lose... okay. Right. Yeah, songwriting too, for sure. Okay. Good. It looks like people are still engaged. Good. Okay. So, someone said they liked the verse better than the chorus. So let me listen again. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. I said a million times and I could go for the beginning. I think my performance, I said a million times. I said a million times that I need my space. I don't like how I swallowed times. I said a million times. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Here's the intro. Okay, I'm gonna take another. I like the ideas, but so here are the things that I'm looking at my performance at the beginning. I said a million times that I need my space. I said a million times that I need. I felt like I was swallowing the notes weirdly there. I want to correct that. But you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. That's kind of Doors-ish there. I kind of like that. Face. I don't know what to do. I think maybe it's just this line here. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. I said a million times that I need my space. I think it might just be that line. So I'm going to do that again. I said a million times that I need. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go to yeah, I said a million times. I've said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I've said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I need to be less gruff. I said a million times that I need my space. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. I'm not in character enough now. Split the difference. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my... I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. Okay. So, I think that's a good balance. You see what I did there? It wasn't about getting the perfect take. It was about getting something that was emotionally connected to the other ones that didn't involve me swallowing my vowels, which I did on that first one when I was messing around with the lyric sheet in my hand. Which is why I don't like generally singing with lyric sheets in my hand. I tend to, it tends to have me swallow my words a little bit more. So it's nice to know the words and then project out. Okay. Now I want to work on embellishing with help vocals or background vocals to bring certain aspects of my original performance out. This is what I mean by looking at our voices optimistically. There are some things that I can do with my voice in background vocals to support. There are some things I can do to mask. And there's some things that I can do to just expand on the ideas that I already have there. And if we're looking at our lead vocal now as an opportunity to go further creatively. Tests. Okay. So let's go back and we're just going to listen to the whole thing. Here's the intro. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting. Okay, I was rushing a little there, so we're actually I'm bringing it back in time. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, just let me be alone. You never, ever, just let me be alone. Okay. What's everybody think? Not that I care. Let's see here. I'm just getting caught up on comments here. We get here. Cubase versus Pro Tools. Oh, lots of cool just recording questions. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. Totally, this helps you make friends with your voice. Your voice is an opportunity. Okay, so okay. So now I'm going to look for opportunities for harmonies or for background vocals. And this is going to, like I said, it's going to help me bring out certain things or bury certain things, mask certain things. This is done all the time, and these are the kind of things that we listen to on recordings, on albums, and we go, man, that guy's got a great voice. But we don't understand the lengths they went to get their voice to sound like that. I'm showing you, in part, how that goes, how that happens. So some of the stuff I do, I probably won't like tomorrow. That's okay. But I'm gonna kind of overdo it here to give you some ideas and show you possibility and ways that I go about thinking about my voice while I'm doing a silly project like this or a real project that helps make these vocals sit the way they should sit. I said a million times that I need my space, but you. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. I mean, even just something like that would be so cool. Let's just lay something like that down and see what happens. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. I don't like the first part. I said a million times. I like the second part though. Let's see here. But you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. But you still keep. Try that one. Let's try that again. I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. But you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. I don't like how I went up. That I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. That I need my. I like the first one I did the best. See if that one's still there. But you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. Oh, I went up there. Let's go back one. This one? You still keep getting in my face. I don't know. Oh, okay, I don't like any of those. But I like the idea. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know. Yep, I like that. Let's listen back. Just that little double. And I'll bring that back in the mix a little. But you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, that could use a subtle double. So I'm going to duplicate this track. And we're just going to put it, it's going to be a dry double. And we're going to put it in the background. No, 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 no. I don't know what to do. No, 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 no. Never, ever, ever. No, 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 no. Never, ever, ever. Okay. Oh, you guys probably want to see what I'm doing. Like this. There. Okay. So we have face, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. If that's going to be doubled, I'm wondering. I think that the other part does need to be doubled too, but let's bring this double down a little bit more. Test, double down a little more. Let's listen. I like that, but I think we're going to need to expand on that idea of doubling over the next section. So in other words, I'm going to double this one, but this one's going to be down in the mix to support that climb. But then I might actually triple the next one, and we'll see what kind of opportunities we have there. What supplements am I on? I don't take supplement. Oh well, let's see. I have vitamin E. I do vitamin E and what else am I doing? Fish oil. Vitamin E and fish oil. I can do better. Yes, I can. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. I'll get with comments here in a minute. But you still keep getting in my face. No, we lost that part. Let's see. But you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, just. Okay, so that is going to be the double for that, and then we're going to do. Actually, we're going to do a standing double. I never, ever, ever. I don't know what to do. No, you never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Okay, this is gonna be cool because I'm gonna get more raspy with my background vocals. The alone was how I was doing that other one, but you never, ever, ever just let me be alone. I might try that and see what happens. I don't know what to do. No, you never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Ah! I don't know what to do. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Ah! I'm gonna want to punch that ending, but I like that. Ugh! I like that coming in there. Keep getting. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. What a cool layer having that. Having that at the other side. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Okay, so here's what we got. I did this cool aggressive thing at the end. Now let me solo it. Here's how this sounds by itself. Oh, you never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be that is combined with our beginning.
Oh, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone.
So I'm going to do that again, and it's going to create a bit more depth. So we're going to triple it. So I'm looking for opportunities. I was clean on the first time I went through it, and or cleaner, and now I want to be grittier and less worried about pitch and more worried about harnessing that aggression and frustration that I feel from nobody leaving me alone. So let's give this another try here. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Here we go.
You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone.
Listening. Okay, let's see what happens.
You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone.
I'm not even in pitch on that end scream, but notice what it does when you put it all together. Opportunities to bring out different things.
You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone.
That's a little over the top, but that's okay. I need a drink after all that. Good. The streaming quality is good. We lost quite a few people with the internet stupidity. So let's listen through here. I wonder, are there any other opportunities for background vocals or anything else fun that we can do? Here's the intro. The intro. I said 1,000,000 times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No.
You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone.
You know, we could do a bit of it might go the way of the darkness, just a little bit. But I don't know that I'm necessarily that opposed to. Yeah, I don't know that I'm. Let's see. You notice your voice? I don't know that I'm that opposed to it being more over the top or more like the darkness. I just want to try stuff and see what happens. Okay. Here we go. But you still keep getting in my face. So I'm hearing a harmony. I never, ever, ever just want to be alone. Let's see what happens if we add that over it. To do. Yeah. No.
You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone.
Okay, let's see how that worked.
You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone.
That ending where that was something. I'm gonna listen to that again. Well, actually, I want to solo this because I want you to hear how how bad that harmony sounds by itself, and that it's okay. It's part of the other things that we're doing. Let's do some panning, and we'll bring down those aggressive guys just a little bit.
Should never ever ever just let me be alone. Should never ever ever just let me be alone.
So I think if I'm gonna do that, it needs to be longer because it kind of stands out like a sore thumb. Yodeling. Let me be alone. Adding some whispers in the verse, that could be kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah. Let's give it. Let's keep workshopping it. I think we're.
Should never ever ever just let me be.
I'm gonna try that harmony again. Don't know what to do. No.
Should never ever ever just let me be.
Don't know what to do. No.
Should never ever ever just let me be alone. Should never ever ever just let me be alone.
Don't know what to.
Should never ever ever just let me be alone. Should never ever ever just let me be alone.
That is still. I'm gonna have to do a cheat here. So we'll go.
Be alone. Be alone. Yeah.
That's what I want. So I'm gonna punch there.
Should never ever ever just let me be alone.
Be.
Should never ever ever just let me be alone. Should never ever ever just let me be alone.
I think I like that one. Listening back, and we'll put it in the right perspective here. To do. No.
Should never ever ever just let me be alone. Should never ever ever just let me be alone.
Ending. I could. I wonder if we just. I think I like that fading out. What do you guys think? So and listening, soloing this does not sound good.
Oh, never. Should never ever ever just let me be alone. Should never ever ever just let me be alone. Yeah.
So I think that yeah, I am definitely square waving it, absolutely. But it sounds okay. I mean, I kind of like the distortion. I let that happen all the time when I'm recording. If as long as it sounds, I actually like it sounding a little distorted. But I do have limiters and stuff set up so that it's not, you know, it's not going to sound really clipped.
Oh, never ever ever just let me be alone. Should never ever ever just let me be alone.
I think it's kind of neat with the lyrics, like, "You never let me be alone," and he's still not alone, right? He's got all these other guys singing with him. I think there's kind of an irony there that I like. I like that aggressive one. I'm almost wondering if we want like a "You never ever ever just let me be alone," that kind of thing, where it is truly we've crossed over to the darkness. So I'm gonna try that. We're gonna pan that over. We're gonna get the aggressive guy in the middle, and then we're gonna do this.
Oh, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone.
And we'll double that. Here we go. Let's try this. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone.
That sounds cool with the right treatment. Get that out of there. Now, did you notice how when I, at the very beginning, the very first take that I did, the lead take, I said, I never, ever, ever just, I said the wrong words, but every other time other than that, I corrected myself, and all the background vocals say, you never, and you can't even tell. Those guys need to be real low in the mix. I want more of the real gruff guys too. Okay, here's the intro. So, I want to pause here and bring it back to what we were talking about. How do we learn to love our voice? Listen to all the different textures and possibilities that I've introduced here. Some of this over the top, yes, but the experimenting and the I could crack my voice here. I could do that. I can get to that point where I'm being, a lot of this stuff doesn't sound good by itself, but I'm using textures and not being afraid to put something down and experiment and see what happens. And now I've got all these options, and I truly do love it. I love the fact that I can make noise and come up with things that are over the top, but that give me possibility. This is how I've learned to love my voice. Embracing the quirky things it does and throwing it down and figuring out how I can make it work. That is how we get to love our voice. It's not about doing exercises. It's not about following some sort of plan. It's about experimenting and being okay with what comes out, and then looking at it as an opportunity, no matter how bad it is. Looking at it as an opportunity, and then working with it and refining it and correcting things. Okay, I'm going to check in here. Let's see here. This question here, what do I have playing through my headphones when I record? I also want to say before I answer that question one more time, again, during this event, you can enter Live 10. Follow the comments below. Here, I'm gonna paste this in here real quick. I don't know if any of you have taken advantage of this or not. I haven't looked. But if you want to take advantage of any of my courses, 10% off during this this thing that we're doing. This guy asks, what am I listening to in my headphones because something was muted? I am listening. Is anything muted? Maybe you should ask that question again. I was unclear as to what exactly was. But let's listen through. Let's listen through here. What do I have playing through my headphones when I record? I notice I don't have the recording track muted. No, so you don't have to ask it again, Dan. I listen to everything. I just create a nice headphone mix and just create what you are hearing right now on the feed is what I'm listening to in my headphones. I hope that helps. Okay, let's listen a few more times here and see what we want to hear. Here's the intro. The intro. said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. And you don't notice that I faded that out, which is a good thing. I think I really like the blend in there. I noticed this double here. I actually want him to fade in because I want this to be more pronounced. I kind of like the floppiness of it, like how the alones end at different times. Initially, I was thinking maybe I wouldn't want that. Maybe let's try this. Get rid of these and tighten it up. A lot of people like to do this kind of thing where they something like this. No, I don't like that as much because I feel like it's a gang, and the gang is not, they're gonna not be as tight as they could be. I will get rid of some of those breaths. I don't think everybody needs to breathe, but I don't mind the cutoffs. I don't think everybody needs to breathe. Those guys can suffocate, but the lead guy should be. Let's bring these back in. I like that breath because that's the natural one. Yeah, we'll strike a balance there. Now, someone was saying, I wonder, do I need to add anything? Aggressive vocal course is coming. It's right, as well as a fitness one. That's right. Yep. You have to love your voice and the rest will follow. You said what I have taken an hour and 10 minutes to say. You said in a few sentences. That's great. Yeah. Okay. I think we're done. So now we can just take questions. I'm going to play it one more time, though, because I like what we came up with. Listening back. Here's the intro. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Yeah. There we go. Listening one more time, and then we'll do questions. Here's the intro. Yes. I said a million times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Yeah, I think that end scream turned out fine after all that. Okay, so when you said intro, right? Let's see here. Yeah. I'll you guys can download that track later. Can baritones train to sing up to a C4 in strong? Do you mean C5 in strong mix? Yes, I am. Chris Cornell is a baritone, and he can sing up to an E or an F sharp 5, G5, something like that. Okay, I'm gonna take the headphones off. Maybe I'll leave them on. I like the headphones. Benjamin Perez, when you use effects while you're recording to do a better feel, how do you EQ it, and what effects should be on the return track? Cool. We can go over that. I'll go back to this session here. This is what I have on the standing vocal. I said 1,000,000 times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No. That becomes especially apparent over here. Alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. So for those effects, we'll start with the Schoeps Omnichannel. We'll bypass that. Here's this. This is dry, completely dry. Here's the intro. That's the SM7B. I said 1,000,000 times that I need my space, but you still keep getting in my face. I don't know what to do. No, never, ever, ever just let me be alone. You never, ever, ever just let me be alone. Yeah. So when I put this in, unbypass it here. I should say I'm also using a manly core with some compression and limiting in the beginning of the chain, like as it's coming into record. So that's what you heard even with the dry. But I'm adding a little bit of distortion, some saturation. I'm adding a little bit of compression. You can see the compression here. Never, ever, ever just let me be. And then I boosted the highs a bit, and I've rolled off the lows. And then I'm doing a bit of reverb, and actually 2 different reverbs and some delay. And so you can hear those. Here's my hall reverb, which is a longer reverb. And here's my room reverb. Never, ever, ever just let me be alone. And here's my delay. And I have the delay. It's just some random setting here, but the main thing that makes it work is that I've got the highs and lows taken out, and you can hear that in the delay. It's very muffled. A lot more than that in my free recording course. You learn more from me than music school. Well, that's good. If you want to learn more, during this live event, you can get 10% off of any of my courses. That would be great for you and for me. But I do have recording courses. I have lots more courses planned too. The voice course, the primary voice course, Discover Your Voice, +1 on mixed voice, and 1 on energy and agility. And I have an ear training course. How can we get better at head voice? Head voice. The way to get better at head voice, the simple answer is practice more. But what do you practice? How do you practice it? To me, I practice more in head voice when I'm actually doing practicing and exercising with my voice. I practice in head voice a lot. I talk in head voice a lot. When I talk, and I've talked about this on YouTube, you can, by practicing range-filled dynamic speaking. Hey, everybody, how are you doing? By practicing that right there, that's going to bleed into your singing big time. That's a huge way to get better at head voice. Just talk in head voice and practice that range-filled dynamic speaking. Increase range in chest voice, Dawn. Don't try to increase your range in chest voice. Don't do that. Learn to develop your mixed voice. That is the way to do that. Your chest voice is fixed. And so if you try to push your chest voice, you're going to end up straining and releasing tension and all that stuff. How do you know if you're resonating correctly? Are you singing tension free? Are you feeling it in your mask? Let's see here. How do I approach cover songs? Have you seen the cover songs that I've done lately? Black Hole Sun and Metalingus? I talk about that in those videos about approaching cover songs. And I'm actually getting ready to do more cover songs for the channel. What if you don't like your voice tone? How to improve it? Ginters, he asks, so don't say you don't like your tone. Don't say it. You do. You do like your tone. Record yourself, listen back to it, and talk about what you like. Don't say you don't like your tone. Don't ask how you can improve your tone. Instead, record yourself and name what you like and make incremental improvements upon what you hear back. But the number one mistake people make is they say they don't like it and then they work against themselves. Work with what you have. But this is the substance of this event right here. Only by working with what you have and making incremental improvements upon it will you improve and will you be able to truly use your voice. Vocal tone for harmonies. That's a good idea. I will do something like that. That's a great idea. Can I elaborate on singing in the mic and listening on headphones while singing? How does that help? What about effects? Delay? Why? Yes. How do I practice dynamics? How do I stop my chest voice from thinning out? These are all wonderful questions. How do I practice compression in your head voice? Compression in head voice! Ah! Is there any way to make things less trebly? In my voice course, I talk about this at length, where I do.
Our tone control is the back of our throat. It's our soft palate. And it's the back of our tongue. And the lower we make that, the darker our sound is.
And the more compressed and close we make that, the more we start to sound like a Bugs Bunny cartoon character.
And
by being able to do that, independent of our vowel formation, and there's a lot packed in there. There's not. I mean, that's why I put it in my course. We really unpack that in the course. But it's having a handle on that, being able to control your tone from here back, being able to form your vowels from here forward. I will upload this live video. It will be available afterward. Thank you, Merrick, if I said that right. What apps do I prefer? I'm not going to be able to get to all these questions. I'm sorry. These are awesome. Awesome questions. I'll have to do another one of these. I do have a question for you guys. If I was going to go live once a week, do you think that would be a dumb idea? Or would you guys like that? To make things more trebly. Yes. Same thing. Using your tongue and soft palate, baring your teeth is going to make things more trebly. I get that a lot. I sound like Patrick. First singing. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. The grandpa's being ignored. No, today I was working on my mix and screaming anyway. It didn't hurt at all, but afterwards I felt some kind of stuff above your voice box. You know what? I feel heat above my voice box all the time. If it's above, you're in good shape. If you're not losing your voice, I can't beatbox. But yeah, I think heat above your voice box is fine. Totally fine. Aggressive singing. I do. I have a course that's going to be out in the fall on specifically tailored toward aggressive singing. What if you like your voice in your recording but don't like it live? I don't mean this to sound callous, because it's really not. Just decide you're fine with it. Listen, record yourself live, listen back to your voice and go, oh, I could improve this. I have a good story. So I recorded, I listened to myself on a live recording. It's like a very long recording, and I noticed that I sounded too dark on the recording. And in the studio, I can control my tone well, but live, there's so many other things going on. And I recognized, though, listening back, I need to bare my teeth more. I need to have more control over my tongue and soft palate live. And after listening back to that recording, I was able to make those adjustments live for the next time. And then when I listened back to the next recording, it sounded much better. So always record yourself and evaluate yourself on your recordings. Yes, above your voice box is fine. Brutiful. Above your voice box is just fine. I'm glad you learned to scream. Okay. Yep. I should be headed out too. Yeah. So I do have several more courses in the works. I'm going to do a muscle and music course, fitness for the musician. And I'm going to do a course focused especially for aggressive singing, screaming, aggressive mixed voice. And right now during this, and I'm going to leave it open for another hour or so after this, but during the live stream, and then for about an hour afterward, you get 10% off of any course that I have currently on the website. If you haven't gone there and done that yet, that would be, if you find the stuff on YouTube valuable, you'll find this stuff very, very valuable. And you can find that link in the comments section actually below as well. Let's see here. One of the courses that I've got on here, I see a lot of questions about mixed voice. Is mixed voice and compressed head voice basically the same thing? Hernan, that's a very interesting observation. Yes, it is. Once you learn compression for your head voice, let me demonstrate. Oh, head voice! Now I'm gonna hold back air. I'm gonna push more from here. La 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 la. Oh, that's compressed head voice. That's mixed voice. Now, how you access that and how you gain all that muscle coordination to do that, that's a whole, I cover that in my course. I cover that on YouTube as well, too. Also, in addition to. Good question. Follow channels. I open the course, it closes when I get a lot of people in. I just opened it last month, so it'll be closed for a while, but it is open during this hour, just for this hour. Hi, Emerson. Emerson is my son, and he's awesome, and he's been watching the live stream this whole time. He has a good voice, too. He's in choir, and yeah, he does really well. Yes. Bugs Bunny, yes. We talk about Bugs Bunny in my course as well. How do I perform vibrato? The vibrato... if you can imitate a worried ghost, like I talked about at the beginning, how about a new camera angle? Then you can do vibrato. I have a video on that on YouTube, though I talk about that. Check it out. It has vibrato and it's blue. Singing jazz. Devin Townsend he's been planned as well. I'm filming Devin Townsend, Mike Patton, and Spencer Sotelo this week. I'll say that again. I'm filming Mike Patton, Devin Townsend, and Spencer Sotelo this week Follow the link, Appa. You'll see the prices for the course. Here, let me get you the link again. You shouldn't force vibrato. This is very true. I do one-on-one Skype lessons. I do, but only for the people who have enrolled in the course. Because I want you to have some fundamental mindset and perspective things down first before we go over stuff. I'm sorry, the questions are coming in so fast. Oh, thank you, Hernan. I'm not going to be able to get to all of them. But, yeah, I'm gonna hang out for another 5 minutes and try to get some of these questions in. And then, until next time. Don't see the course! Here's the link. mymusicalvoice.com. Go to mymusicalvoice.com. And the course should be there. Your voice gets tired fast when speaking. Yes, it is because of lack of support. Is singing pure technique or does it involve muscle strengthening? Singing is not skill. Singing is muscle strengthening. Thank you, Hernan. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Yes, we have. Which one should I pick? Well, if you're not in any of them... Which style? Pick rock. It's the most freeing. A James Labrie video would be good too. I agree. James Labrie. I like James. See ya. Thanks for hanging out. Would I give a student follower feedback on a song if they upload it? I do. Give people feedback on. People enrolled in the course get direct feedback from me on their singing, including songs. You can get one-on-one lessons, Peter. By enrolling in the course. Follow the link to discover your voice in mymusicalvoice.com. You can get 10% off, and there's an option to buy the course with a one-on-one lesson. Is that link working for anybody? Serge, yes, he'd be good too. Kurt Cobain, there will be a Kurt Cobain video. I have not done a Howard Jones video. Wow, this is cool. We got up to what, like 350? So we got up to 350 people on this stream. This is awesome. I'm sorry that the original yes, direct feedback on the mixed voice course too. Yes, absolutely. Any course that you buy from me, you get direct feedback. How come my voice doesn't hurt? Because I've trained my muscles to work in a way that they do not hurt. I cover that in my course. I cover that on YouTube some as well. The link is not working! Here. There's the link. Thank you. Thank you, Hernan. Go there and then enter code Live10 for 10% off. What's the highest note I can sing in chest? It's like a G. In head and mix, it's the same, and that's I think it's up to an F sharp 5. Do I do guitar lessons? I don't anymore. I used to. I used to teach guitar lessons on Jam Play, but I don't any longer. Because the voice I'm busy enough, and I enjoy teaching voice more. I'm about to do the free course. Yes, that's a good idea. Can I sing Disturbed? I can. I'm one of the covers I'm doing this next week is Sound of Silence, the Disturbed version. I'm excited to do it. If your voice hurts, you should stop practicing. Take a little bit of break. I know you are, Sundog. That's awesome. You get feedback. You can email me feedback. or you can post on the forums of the course with links, and I will listen and give you feedback, Sundog. No, I don't. I have not developed my whistle register. That would be something. The free courses are still free. Yep, they are. So you can follow the link in the video info below of the live stream. And enter live 10. Here we go. We're going to do this. I didn't quit Jam Play. I just stopped doing stuff for them as much because the voice stuff was really where my passions were. Thanks for, I like the cover songs too. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks, Chris Brewer. Proper mindset. Oh, yeah, that's really the essence of what we talked about today is a proper mindset. Don't judge your voice, just sing. And record yourself and learn how to, and you can record yourself with a cell phone. Then learn how to take what you hear and capitalize on it as opposed to working against yourself. See ya. I would not practice 30 to 60 minutes a day. That's too long. I'd practice 20 minutes a day or less. You're welcome, Sundog. How to practice compression to an... Julio, are you enrolled in my mixed voice course? You should take my mixed voice course. I talk about that in there. Have you had a performing career already? YouTube is my primary performance now. I do, and I've mainly been a studio musician, Peter. I got my start. Well, you can see it on a video that I did on YouTube. But I got my start as a jingle writer / session musician at Sweetwater Sound Recording Studios and worked there for a number of years. So I'm on a lot of albums as a vocalist and as a guitar player. How low can I sing? In E2. David Abbott, don't practice 30 to 60 minutes each day. Practice 20 minutes or less. And learning support, you can learn it in relatively short amount of time, but to really get it down, you're looking at years. I practice 5 days a week, Joseph. All right, guys. One more time, if you want to grab the course or any other course, it's 10% off for another hour after this event. There you go. And I'm going to sign off before my voice gets too tired, and I will see you soon for another live event. Thank you so much, everybody. This was awesome. I'm going to do this more often. I may try to work up to once a week because I feel like the direct interaction with you guys and answering the questions, it keeps me on my toes, and it keeps me really into what you guys are wanting to learn. You're so welcome. How long can I sing without tiring my voice? Well, it depends on what I'm singing, but I'd say I'm good for 3 hours, performing for about 3 hours, and I'm good. All right. Everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you for the next one real soon.